So every Halloween, this box sits on our kitchen table. And a couple years ago, we were able to get a bunch of the Haunted Mansion 50th anniversary Funkos. And I look at it. This year, I actually put some stairs in it. See that little white thing up there? But I wasn't quite happy with it. So after watching another YouTuber, and my dad just happened to give me this hot knife, I decided I need to turn this into a Funko terrarium. Yes, I just said Funko terrarium. I was watching the YouTube channel The Smuggler's Room, and he made a terrarium, or a little box for his Rancor. He just got some simple foam and made a little scene. Looks like his Rancor is a living thing. Well, I had some of this foam because, like everyone else who's watched YouTube, you know that you buy this foam to cut your wood on. Well, I'd broke enough of it and had some pieces left over, so I decided to cut some out and make a little mountain. Or perhaps an elevated graveyard. Yeah, I know, bad. So anyway, here I'm just marking out to make sure I know where everyone goes, because I got a lot more sanding and shaping to do on this elevated graveyard, or perhaps land of enlightened people. Speaking of enlightened, I was not enlightened because this is Gorilla Glue. And if you're watching me right now, you're noticing that I missed an important step. Yes, you're supposed to wet the sides before you put the Gorilla Glue on. But whatever. The fun thing is as I did this more and more, because I didn't really have a plan, I realized, hey, that groundskeeper, when you go down on the Omni Mover, is standing next to a post made out of stone. So one of the chunks, I put some stone marks, did a little sanding, and then I made a little top for it. So I thought, well, that could be cool. Did you see how I glued it down? Yeah, hot glue. I used super glue, Gorilla Glue, and hot glue on this thing. It was a hot mess. There's a whole bunch of film of me trying to glue this thing together. And the Gorilla Glue, because someone forgot to wet it down, his name is, it was me. It just, I had so many problems, and then it moved. Eventually I ended up hot gluing it on top of the Gorilla Glue, and then as I kept working it, the Gorilla Glue was coming out. It was a mess. Here I was just making some stairs, trying to figure out a little scene, what I wanted it to look like. Luckily, I didn't need these stairs to look great. Actually, I wanted them to look old. So the great way to make something look old, like old stone or something, is just do a really crappy job cutting it out. So game on. See that? I even made some gravestones. And here, see that was a fly. That fly screwed me up, so that's why that's already painted, because I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Thanks, fly. By now you've watched enough of these videos, you know all I'm doing is adding more and more layers. And here, I'm just adding some details to these gravestones. So, I started playing around with some stuff, placing some stuff, then it was time to get the hot glue back out. That looks pretty cool, right? No, I thought so. So now, to fit it in the box. You're gonna see me put in Madame Leota, and then the bride, And you're wondering, what am I doing? He didn't say anything about those. I haven't seen those. Well, I made a attic and a seance room underneath the little haunted mountain. And that little divot was for the bride's head. Now I know you all saw the wallpaper, I'm air quoting here, but you can't see me, in the seance room. It's not great. I think I have some construction paper or whatever that stuff, scrapbook paper I'm going to put on there later. But at this point, I'd been out there a while and I really had to go to the bathroom because even though I'm a grown adult, I tend to wait too long to go to the bathroom. So everything was hurried along because I had to go, like really bad. You'll notice I had to move the Merry Minstrel and the opera singer around a couple times. See that feather on the top of the Merry Minstrel's head? That thing is really tall. And in order to get the seance room and the attic scene underneath, I ran out of space. So there you go. You got a little seance room for Madame Leota. You've got the bride, the axe bride, little attic scene. I added some lights so she glows. That's kind of cool. Made some cobwebs out of hot glue. Not very well, but it works. Oh, and I added some purple lights to the top, so now it looks a little more eerie. So there you go. We have a haunted mansion terrarium that we can put out for Halloween or a random Tuesday. Hope you liked it. See you next time.